this after.
Excellent. All right, thank you, everyone. There's more people than we normally get for this, so that's good, I think. I don't think this will take too long. A few things to probably discuss. So, anyone have any questions or anything new, Justin, on logistics?
Nothing new. I know you always ask about presentations. You know Andy has reached out about
I already
presentation.
talked, yeah, we already talked.
And then I think the Fire Station Building Committee will probably have one, if not the last, update.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so fire station and Andy.
Yeah.
Sue, anything from you
Got
guys?
this one, thanks.
What is Andy's topic?
Energy Committee.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I just asked him, I mean, I'm fine with giving, he said he has a couple of slides. Just give us a report, but this isn't an advocacy thing, this is reports. I do think that maybe we don't necessarily need a reports article in the fall as well as the spring, but
Yeah.
it's fine. It always goes pretty briefly.
May I
Okay.
just ask, were we supposed to have an update on the master plan?
I don't know, master plan people? Rich, is that you?
I don't think they're giving an update.
No.
Not at town meeting.
We had not, this is Chad from Planning Board, we had not discussed an update. I mean, it would be, we did an update at the town meeting in May. This would, I mean, we could give a brief statement, like 2 sentences, like it's complete and now it needs to be implemented. But
You're not required to, Chad. Whatever you, fine.
I would say no, if that's okay with everybody.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, excellent. Okay. Article 1, there are no bills?
No unpaid bills.
Okay. Article 2, just transfers?
Yep.
From just the only, so from opioid stabilization, but nothing from general stabilization, right?
Correct.
Okay.
The only thing that's, we're going to transfer some free cash into the other stabilization funds. But-
That's fine.
Yep.
Okay, so it
Yep.
stays
So it's
just
free
as-
cash in the opioid stabilization.
Okay,
fund.
so it stays just a majority because of the change on the stabilization fund statute, right?
Correct.
Okay, Article 3 is some borrowing, right?
Yes. 750 for an engine.
Okay. And Tom, bond counsel, is this the motion has gone through you and bond?
It's gone through us. I don't know if it's been through bond council yet, so I'll check in with,
Okay,
We're going to send both the.
With Todd.
Yeah, we'll do Article 3 and Article 6 for bond council.
Okay.
Because they're both will be borrowing.
okay.
Yeah.
All right, great. So that is 2/3. But Article 4 is just all free cash?
Article 4 is all free cash, yes.
Okay. And there's going to be, there's going to be a list on
Yes.
the screen?
That
You're
we'll
gonna
put
have a
on the
slide
screen
for
for that one, yep.
Okay, will there be a handout too for that,
Yes.
probably?
Yep. And
Okay,
we've already
same
put
on
it
the
website.
transfers too? Will
Yes.
there, at least on the screen? Okay.
Yep.
Before town meeting, you'll get me your PowerPoint before town meeting?
I sent you what we had in my previous email.
I
as
don't
well.
need it yet, just, that, maybe a few days before would be great to
Yep.
get that. Okay, Article 5, we expect some discussion and some presentations, correct?
yes.
So who is, who's doing a presentation?
So Chris will be doing, Montfort will do a presentation on behalf of the planning board.
Okay,
There are a couple of slides.
We're at about 6 slides.
6 slides.
right now.
okay.
One question we did have for you was, there was a video that GFI had put together that kind of shows what they're thinking in terms of concept for the development. Could that be something that could be played at town meeting, or is that kind of outside?
How long is it?
It's 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
It's an animated video, right?
It's animated.
Yeah, so it's all.
I mean, is it
The 3D
helpful?
rendering.
Is it helpful, or will the slides be enough?
I think it would be,
Yeah, I think it's
it would be helpful.
It's pretty helpful because it's animated, so it shows you visually.
Included in your presentation, then, I'd like to see what the slides are. I'd like to see the video,
Okay.
too. I'm sure it's fine.
Yeah, okay.
So, all told, what do you guys have, about 10 minutes or so? Maybe less, even, if the video is just 2 minutes?
Yeah, tops.
Yeah, it's close to that with the video.
Okay. So I heard from GFI, and I think they're also prepared to do a presentation if need be, but I don't think it's necessary.
Okay.
I don't see any reason to double up. If they need, there probably will have someone here that can answer questions. I mean, my general approach would not be to have them do it if we're doing something, and it would just be redundant.
Yep, that makes sense.
Okay. What else are we hearing? Any amendments? It's obviously a long,
No, there isn't any changes to it.
Okay.
Well, no.
well, what is that?
I mentioned this to you, that there's a issue with one of the use case, one of the accepted uses, and we're not going to worry about it, so.
Okay.
My member is not going to worry about it, so.
Okay. Oh, was that the one that had like maybe not?
It's an allowable use, and we wanted to require a special permit, but we're not going to go through the process of amending.
Okay. Which use again? Refresh my memory.
Auto transfer facility,
Okay.
which is a long-term shipping of vehicles, basically. So
Okay. All right. Will it be getting site plan? I mean,
Oh, yeah,
anything.
we'll
there is site-
we'll have site
yeah.
plan, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. What else are we hearing? How did the hearing go? Yeah, you guys have had your hearing.
Yeah, back in September, there was no issues, there wasn't any opposition or anything.
I mean, there is a group out there that at least is raising questions about this, right?
There's a group out there that is focused on the cleaning up of the property. And they're the same group, they're the PIP group, the same group that was involved in the Lawrence Street situation. And they have presented to us, they feel
being
that
the
they have
select
a
board?
lot of authority over what goes on there in terms of cleanup. It's not relevant to this article. This is a zoning article. I mean, I know you know all this. They may say something, they may try to change the focus of conversation to how are you going to clean it up, what are the requirements. We're in the process of doing a developers agreement with the folks. We have not finalized that, so it's not a public document at this point in time. I don't know whether they'll start raising any issues around that or not, but those all fall under the permitting. Well, you know, Jay, you know better than I do. This just allows the people to go forward. They've purchased the property. It allows these folks to go forward with presenting to our various boards about what they want to do, and that's where those conversations will take place. I wouldn't be surprised if someone got up and raised that.
Yeah, I mean, if someone, and Justin and I talked about this a little bit, and Dave and I talked about it a little bit too. I mean, if someone wants to take a position on the zoning because of an environmental concern, I'm going to let them talk about that. What we're not going to litigate on, or legislate on town meeting floor is the environmental issue itself.
Good.
If they want to say, hey, we have a concern about something, on this site, so we think we should hold off, I'll let them say that.
That's
I'm
fine.
not going to have an hour and a half talking about parts per million.
That's all I ask.
So.
I like a plan.
But, they're entitled to that position.
No, I
so
just
that's
don't
why I
want
was
it
asking.
to, I don't want the issue that's before us to get distracted from what the issue is. That's all.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a fair thing. People that have been around here for a long time know that there's an environmental issue over there.
There is a cleanup
So,
involved
yeah.
in this. Yeah.
I mean, I happen to know GFI's work, and I know that this is the kind of project that they take on, so.
Thank you.
So I hope not to get into that. If anyone hears of anything between now and town meeting, please let me know. This group has not contacted me. I know some of them.
I have not heard. I've just heard the rumor, and
Okay.
it may be unfounded.
All right, so if anyone, I just want to know what we can expect at town meeting. If someone hasn't come to me yet about a presentation, they're not getting a presentation except in extraordinary circumstances, because today is the day we set up for, as kind of the deadline for that. So, and I have no idea if they have anything in mind to do there. So,
Sounds good.
okay.
Thank you.
All right. Be good to get something off the ground for Southwood, that's for sure.
Amen.
Okay, 6. Do we still just have a placeholder, or do we have an actual motion? Where are we, Ingrid, on 6? Do we,
We'll have a motion. Jay, me and Tom talked about it this morning. We'll have a motion because we wanted to put the figure, and also this is
well,
probably.
yeah, it can't be as printed in the warrant.
Exactly,
so-
right. So that was their version. We'll have a cleaned up version. We'll send out one way in advance.
Okay. What do we have for presentations on this?
Ingrid probably.
The school building committee does want to do a brief presentation. I think in the past, you've given us maybe 10 minutes to.
That's
5 or
fine.
6 slides.
It's a big issue. I'm happy to give you some time to do it. Are you you expect slides or anything?
We'll have slides
Okay.
and a PowerPoint.
All right, sometime, next week or so, if you could get me what you got and give me an estimate who's going to be talking so I can introduce them. I think
Sure.
it's fair. Anything else on that, Ingrid? Do you, that I need to know for town meeting?
No, we've given the presentation a couple of times to the advisory board and select board. It's going to be an abbreviated version of that. And, probably 8 to 10 slides. And I believe the school building committee members will be presenting, but I will confirm who's going to do that.
Okay.
I'll report that, so I'll get it to you.
Okay, excellent, thank you. Where's FinCom on this, or do you not, have you not taken?
I don't work for the FinCom.
Right, well,
We have taken a position, we voted in favor
right,
unanimously, but we didn't have all our members.
okay. You all, how are you?
We voted to put it on the warrant.
Okay, and that's, but do you expect a presentation, or?
No.
Okay, okay. So,
Our newest member is making the motion, by the way. Thais is making the motion.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's
All right, great.
engaged, very well engaged. So.
good. All right, is there any, are we aware of any, organized opposition to it, or I haven't heard anything?
I haven't heard anything organized. I think people are concerned about property tax bills, obviously, so we might hear something like that at town meeting.
I mean, I would expect that, and,
course.
I'll let a few of those, but
Right.
if I hear 4 or 5,
Yeah.
it's too expensive, then, we're going to move on to the facts. So, okay. All right, sounds good.
I'll shut.
7, Water Enterprise Fund. This is, I assume this is for potential well or something?
Land
Yeah, but for
Yes.
potential water supply?
or buffer zone, depending on what the uses. The town does own 2 parcels next door to it,
Okay,
so it allows for, greater buffer, if nothing else.
great. Is there going to be a slide with a picture or a handout, preferably
Sure.
both?
Yep.
I think that'd be good. People are interested in that stuff.
We had one at the select board meeting, so we would have that there as well.
Okay.
It'd be easier to put on the screen.
Do you just want to use that one, the one that we used before?
Yeah, use the one you did at the select board meeting. Makes sense.
Do we want to, it's kind of superfluous, I kind of leave this to you and Tom, add to that motion and to authorize, I assume the select board is going to be making the acquisition, and to authorize the select board to take any,
Yeah, that'll be in there.
Yes. Well, we've got to clean this up a little bit. I spoke with the assessor's office this morning, taking a look at, just making sure we have the right parcel language and stuff. So we have this on our to-do list.
yeah,
To clean
okay.
up a little bit.
All right, good. I just want to make sure you guys have what you need.
Yep.
This is going to change it? The language?
The language will
We'll get
change a
longer
little bit,
back.
and we'll send it to you.
Well, I don't,
I've got the longer version, so.
yeah, I have the shorter version, so,
Right.
I think there's something since I got these drafts.
You're going to have to pay attention to make sure I don't miss any words, so.
Okay. What are the odds of that?
Pretty damn good, frankly.
Okay, so Article 8, some committee reports. Article 9, general bylaws. All right, so that's just a deletion there on 9?
Yeah.
Okay. 10,
11 and 12 are all related.
10, 11.
Chad.
Okay. Well, we've talked about this before.
Yes, we have.
About putting these in maybe one article, but, okay. So Article 10 says deleting the following strike-through language, but there is no deletions there, right?
There, it's in the header.
Yeah, it's in the header.
Okay, but it's not shown in the article, is it?
Yeah, I think it's right here, the top.
Oh, okay, number 2 there, all right, I see it. Okay. All right, is there going to be any kind of, I don't love doing this, but if someone from the planning board can say what we have coming with Articles 10, 11, and 12, right?
Yes,
Someone's going to do that?
Chris will do that.
Yeah, I'll be
Doing
there.
that? Okay. Chad, you're not around at town meeting, did I hear that?
Yeah, that's correct. I have a work engagement and I'll be out of town that week.
Okay, all right. Okay, anything to these? I mean, they
Pretty
seem
straightforward.
pretty straightforward? You guys didn't get to ADUs for this meeting?
No.
Okay. All right.
Is that in the spring? It's going to be in the spring.
And no amendments here
Nope.
to any of this? This is all as printed in the warrant?
All as printed.
Okay. And then, so 13. What is 13 about? Again, just a little small change?
Which one's 13?
That's the half story.
Oh, yeah. Adding a half story, well, stories in the building code, as you know, but we're adding that, which we're adding, but then half story, we don't have a definition for half story,
Okay,
so we're adding it.
okay, that's fine. 14 and 15, those are just acceptances, and we have, I assume there's no eminent domain in there because we don't need it?
No eminent domain.
Okay. All right, and so these are just donated easements, donated easements or ways? Here.
Fee, yep.
Yeah,
On both.
okay. They are fees for
They are
both?
fees, yes.
Okay. Are we accepting for either any other drainage easements or anything like that? Off the, outside of the way?
Yeah, there is drainage easements outside of it. Does it not say that?
It doesn't quite say it, but I would like to catch that in the motion
Yeah.
just to be sure.
Yeah.
I mean, technically, we don't even need the town meeting for some of those easements, but if there are anything shown on the plans, I think it'd be good to
Yep.
tuck that on the end of those,
Yep.
Tom. Okay. All right, so that's fine. All right. Anything else, town meeting wise? Nope. Okay. Okay, that's it. Anyone, anything else? Carol, we good? Okay, you exhausted yet?
Yep.
Okay. I'm sorry. You guys get that public records request yet?
No, we haven't, but if I get it, I'll be sending it to Tom.
There's a public records request going around to a lot of town clerks. What's that looking for?
It's essentially looking for voter information because they believe there's reason to
Something-
disqualify, and they throw in an arbitrary
Yeah.
number.
Yeah.
And the Elections Division has given us guidance that
Yeah.
we're in the quiet period before
Yeah,
town
the 90 days.
election, so no go. Yeah. Okay. If anyone has anything else that arises before, we're in kind of a crazy season right now because we're so close to an election. Anyone hear of anything crazy that's going on, let Michelle know.
I'm on it. She brings chocolate. She's awesome.
I rely on Michelle, so.
This is for finances. I got yelled at yesterday.
Otherwise, I think we're good to go. Tom, you there? Will you be?
Yep.
Yep, okay, great. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
So anyway, come back.